What is up, my pretties? It's Lion Queen here. Welcome to episode 291 of Shadows and Pretties. And today we are going to review another Addams Family movie called, Addams Family Reunion. Now, this movie is a bit different because it stars, Daryl Hannah and Tim Curry as Morticia and Gomez Addams. Now, this film, honestly, I gotta say, I really like, Tim Curry, but I never expected him to be in an Addams Family movie such as this movie. And honestly, this film does involve, some pretty nice actors who were in this movie, but I've never actually, no, seen this one. However, though, some people really think that, this movie is a sequel to the, Addams Family Values. However, though, this movie, from what a lot of people say, was not that good. But in my personal opinion, I didn't think this movie was that bad. This movie came out in 1998, the same year I was born in. So even though I like the first two the Addams Family movies, like the first one in Family Values, which honestly those were good, I have not watched this movie in a long time, so I am gonna pretty much, go by, what this film is about. I'll be explaining the plot of the movie, especially for those who haven't seen it in a long time, and for those who've not seen it in that. So basically, the plot of this movie is discovering that his grandparents, Gomez, his grandparents have developed Alzheimer's disease, a disease that is slowly turning them normal. Gomez plans a family reunion, hoping that would branch out some of his enormous family tree will find a cure. However, Gomez sends a card written in blood, which damages the machines of the company organizing the reunion and results the Addams receiving the wrong invitation. Gomez, Morticia, Fester, Lurch, and the grandparents drive to a luxury resort for a family reunion. Gomez meets a psychiatrist, Dr. Philip Addams, who plans to poison his wealthy father, Walter Addams, and rearrange his will. Gomez hopes that Dr. Addams can cure his grandparents. However, Philip's sister, Catherine Addams, is aware of what Philip is doing and wants a piece of Walter's wealth and threatens Philip if he doesn't give her this share of the wealth. So Philip's brother and his wife headed to the reunion are given the wrong address and ended up in the Addams family mansion, where Granny and cousin It were staying. They stay there eventually as guests, but increasingly abused by their hosts. Granny learns that the wife is a vegetarian, so she feeds her with a plant of deadly nightshade. So cousin It plays, poker with the husband, wins over most of the man's fortune. However, Pugsley falls in love with Gina Addams, a young speculated girl. Wednesday antagonizes the two of her snobby cousins, children of Philip. Lurch gives Gina's mother a drowning in the swimming pool. He falls in love with the woman while she is disgusted with him. However, Walter Addams expresses his hatred for his son and most of his family. However, Fester and Fing do their best to capture Butcher, Fester's mutated puppy who feeds on human hair. Philip intentionally refuses to help Gomez in a way, but agrees to a bet if he beats Gomez in the game, he will earn thousands of dollars. However, if Gomez wins, Philip will offer his services to him, which Philip is over confinement, and that is he is the champion in many games. But Gomez easily defeats him in successful challenges in the game of darts, table tennis, and tennis. Philip is publicly humiliated in the process. So instead of offering his services as previously agreed, enraged Philip attacks Gomez in public and they have a knife fight, which Gomez eventually wins. While Gomez holds his knife to Philip's throat, the police arrive and Gomez and Morticia are arrested for the attempted murder. Pugsley and Wednesday are arrested for digging an open grave of the resort's founders. Fester is considered insane and goes to a mental patient. But however, Butcher along with Fing are captured with a sadistic dog catcher. Lurch, has been buried alive by Wednesday and is unable to escape. So Pugsley and Wednesday are taken by Child Services. Catherine secretly called Child Services to get rid of the Addams so no one could stand her or Philip's way of getting wealthy. They placed them into foster care with Philip's wife. Meanwhile, Philip gains custody of Fester and he tortures him with an electric chair. Kind of almost similar to the other one where Debbie Jelensky tried to do that. He has previously used the chair to torture other patients. The dog catcher had plans to feed the thing to one of its dogs. Gomez and Morticia are unable to escape the police cell. However, Walter Addams is taken to the liking to Gomez and posts a bail for him and Morticia. He helps them rescue Lurch, who then helps the rest of the family. Pugsley and Wednesday are in the process of torturing their foster family, but are happily reunited with their parents. The Addams family strap Philip in his own electric chair and to have him tortured by his parents. So the Addams family eventually return to their mission, and they leave increasingly normal grandparents in the care of Philip's wife. Walter Addams then bids a farewell to the Addams for leaving California and cutting ties to his Addams family. Wednesday amuses herself with lighting the 4 fireworks, while Pugsley seems melancholic. Gomez asks him if he misses Gina, but Pugsley is instead sad because he forgot his Siberian firecracker back at the foster family's house. At this point, the firecracker is revealed to have a nuclear weapon, and the Addams family witness a distant nuclear explosion, apparently caused by it. Morticia comments that the nuclear winter is swiftly approaching and that she feels gloomy. So Morticia and, Gomez shares the kiss, and that is ending the film. Now, the movie in this, the cast is very different compared to, the original the original first 2 Addams Family movies, because, they're played by different characters. They're not played by the same cast as they were in the other 2 Addams Family movies. So, I could definitely say Addams Family Reunion was not really the best movie, in my opinion. I personally did not think this movie was, the best, because, I could definitely give a point at this, that they actually included Tim Curry, which you guys know he's the clown in It and stuff like that. But I personally liked Addams Family and the Addams Family Values better, because the Addams Family Reunion one, while it did have Tim Curry, which I am going to give a point for that, but I prefer the first 2 Addams Family movies. I didn't really like how they changed the cast of it. I can understand some of the cast members, retired. Some of them, didn't want to do another film and they go do, other things. And some of them have died. I can understand they want to replace someone, but at the same time, though, I wasn't really a fan of the family reunion one. So, yeah, Addams Family Values and the first movie was pretty good. The Family Values one was a better sequel, at least in my honest opinion. But I can definitely say right now, it's definitely just what I personally think. But, like I said, this is just my own personal opinion. And if you disagree with me, that's fine too. Because in my honest opinion, I didn't think this movie was bad. It could have been improved a little better. If it took place, maybe in 1995, and they had the original cast there at the time, I guess maybe that way the film would have been better. But I really wasn't really a fan of the change of cast in this one. But keep in mind, though, I personally didn't think it was that bad. But I will give it a point that they added Tim Curry in it as Gomez, which honestly, I thought Tim Curry did a pretty good job. So, you gotta really say, one of the only reasons why I like this movie is because, it has, you could pretty much guessed it, is, Tim Curry in the movie, playing as, Gomez, which honestly, that's one of the only reasons why I like it, but other than that, this was honestly not the best movie I've seen, but it could have been better. But I mean, I like the first two Addams movies, like Family, Values, and then the first Addams Family movie. Those ones were pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, those ones are pretty good. But however, I'm not really a fan of this one, and the only reason why I like it is because Tim Curry's in it. And I mean, I got to give a point to Tim Curry for playing a pretty good Gomez. I mean, I know he's done a couple other films, but this one, I mean, I prefer him as Pennywise the Clown in It rather than this movie. I mean, take it, I have not watched the movie in like a really long time, but not a fan of the reunion one, but the first two Addams Family movies were pretty good, though. I can definitely say the first two were good, but this one, it's not my favorite, but that's just my opinion. Now, anyways, with that being the case and that being said, I'm going to sit here and basically just say right now that this is just simply my own personal opinion. If you disagree with me about this movie, like if you like it, that's fine. If you don't like it, that's fine too. So, I guess with that being the case, and with that being said, I'm going to sit here and say right now that this is just simply my own personal opinion. I know I said it before, but I'm just going to say this again in case if you guys don't know. Now, if you guys don't like this movie, that's fine. If you like it, that's fine too. So I guess with that being the case and with that being said, what did you guys personally think of this movie? Did you enjoy it? Did you not? Also, what we have done personally to help make this movie a lot better. In my opinion, I really wish that this movie had the original casts and they did not get rid of the old cast, like the original casts. I really wish they didn't do that, but that's just me though. But anyways, yeah, I'm the Lion Queen. I want to thank you so much for watching today's video. And if you're new to my channel, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. Ring the bell for notifications to when I upload so that way you guys will not miss an upload. And as always, if you happen to be, following this channel, if you want to follow me on my other media, such as DeviantArt, link to that will also be in the About page section. And you can also follow my Twitter account if you want to follow me on Twitter and DeviantArt. Depends on whatever you feel like. And I want to say right now, if you want to go check me out on Miss Dark Shigo, that's my backup account. If you want to go subscribe to that one, link to that will be in the About page section. So you guys can go and have a look at that one if you want to. Personally, in my opinion, I didn't really care for the third movie that much. The first two were pretty good though. That's pretty much all I can really say. But it was an alright to some degree because Tim Curry was in it, so I'm giving it a point for that. But other than that, this movie was not really the greatest. I'm being pretty honest about it, folks. So, yeah, there is that. Well, I guess that's pretty much all I have to say, but if I come up with anything else I need or whatever, I will, maybe you guys, if I'm missing something, you guys can let me know what it is in the comments below. Ultimately, even though this movie is Halloween themed because of the characters and it's like Halloween timeline, sort of speak in a sense, but I am going to be brutally honest when I say this. I prefer the original first two Addams Family movies, like Addams Family and the Addams Family Values. Those two were a lot better than this one. That's just me. But anyways, with that being the case, and with that being said, yeah, like I said, if I'm missing something, please let me know what it is in the comments below. I think I've got everything. So anyways, with that being said, what did you guys personally think of this movie? Well, let me know what you think of it. And if I'm missing something, please let me know what it is in the comments below. Alright guys, I'll be seeing you guys all in the next video. Peace out, and like always, I'll see you all next time.